Welcome back to Season 18 of my Out of the Park 23 historical save. It's June of 1999, and our Blue Jays continue to surprise. We've gone 21-14 since my last video. And this puts us in second place in the AL East, and we're leading the AL wild card by a game and a half. The White Sox are also surprising leaders in the AL Central, and Frank Thomas is a big reason why. He's on pace for career best in home runs, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, weighted runs created plus, and WAR this season. The Angels are back on track in the AL West, and so is Mark McGwire. He trails the Big Hurt by just one home run after hitting 14 in May and taking home AL Player of the Month. Expos shortstop Gary Sheffield celebrated a nice milestone, his 300th career home run. Unfortunately, he suffered an oblique strain and is out till July. Fellow infielders Jim Thome and Jeff Fry are also out injured, putting the Expos' 7th straight playoff appearance in big jeopardy. The Expos were also victim to Mel Rojas' 200th career save. The Red Sox led 11-1 going into the final inning and almost blew the lead, but it also set the stage for this milestone. Rojas is now tied for 18th in all-time saves. The Astros can celebrate being back in first place, and they have something else to celebrate. Barry Bonds' 500th career home run. He signed an extension to stay in Houston through the 2003 season when he'll be 38 years old. Astros fans can sit back and see if he'll break all-time records and bring the state of Texas more championships. Rockies' second baseman Miguel Tejada collected a cycle against the Brewers. However, the team has taken a step back this season. They sit 7.5 games out of the wild card. And here we are atop the AL wild card race with the Rangers, Royals, Yankees, and Indians all chasing. We've just taken this lead in recent days by taking 3 out of 4 games against Kansas City, capped by a Kevin Witt walk-off homer in the 12th inning. We survived that Rafael Furcal injury thanks to incredible pitching and defense. We've climbed into a tie for first place with the Yankees in run prevention in the American League. Furcal's now back at shortstop. Jason Maxwell played so well in his absence that I'm giving him a run as our starting second baseman. Our top prospect, Tony Dermendziev, has earned a call-up, holding his own in a platoon with Demond Smith so far. Harvey Pulliam cleared waivers, and we sent him down to AAA Syracuse. We've recently lost fourth starter John Trissler for 2 weeks with a tired arm. Kevin Lake will take a few turns in the starting rotation, and Jeff Kubenka gets a call-up to pitch in long relief. I haven't talked about team strategy since taking over the Blue Jays. Joe, our manager, gives me full control over most of the sliders. We're playing very little small ball except for late in close games. I also employ defensive shifts and substitutions very aggressively. Kevin Millar, Darryl Ratliff, and Demond Smith have all slowed down some, but not that their play was sustainable anyway. Kevin Witt's been carrying the team with a 196 weighted runs created plus in June. He's now the team leader in home runs, OPS, and WAR. Furcal's been fine, but not playing near the level of his Rookie of the Year season in 1998. Jason Maxwell has a 109 WRC plus in June, earning him more starts over Hobart Cabrera in his 49 WRC plus this season. April waiver wire pickup Brian Banks has been great when spelling our starters at catcher, first base, third base, and left field. I mentioned Dermendziev got the call up. He's holding his own so far with that 96 WRC in left field. Slammed his first career home run against Melito Perez of the Phillies. He's got plenty of contact potential to fill in, though his 32% strikeout rate will likely remain a problem for us. But he's a defensive upgrade in left field, and he'll back up Darryl Ratliff in center field. On the pitching side, Hideo Nomo's going through a bit of a rough patch, but still carrying a 1.34 ERA+. Andy Carter and Johan Lopez have been good too. They don't look great based on these numbers, but it's 1999. The American League has an average 4.99 ERA. Roy Halladay ended up getting 13 innings with the team, and they were awful. I sent him down after allowing his 7th home run. Switching to the bullpen, Joaquin Benoit, Mike McMullen, Darren Hall, Julio Parra, and Jose Paniagua continue to deliver miraculous performances. New closer Jason Isringhausen is carrying a big ERA, mostly from one disastrous outing. He's earned 8 saves in 10 tries for us. After suffering 17 losses last season, John Trissler leads our rotation with a 3.67 ERA and 6 wins. His FIP and SIERA do not support this level of performance. That walk rate makes him a ticking time bomb, but I'm glad I didn't move him in the offseason. Not that it was really my decision, nobody wanted him. Here's today's opponent, the Cleveland Indians. A 7-game winning streak has them just 3 back of the wild card in the Central and 3 behind us for the wild card. Jeff Cirillo and Brian Hunter have been around for a while. They sat atop Cleveland's lineup against my Rangers in the 1992 and 93 ALCS, which you can watch by clicking above. Both are in their prime and having nice seasons, but the real story here is the youth movement. 23-year-old Richard Hidalgo looks like a Gold Glove caliber center fielder who bats cleanup, by the way. 21-year-old Juan Pierre is getting his first major league action. They also have 22-year-old Brad Penny and 23-year-old Tim Hudson in their rotation. They have 20-year-old Ben Sheets in A-ball. This team could get really tough to beat and fast. Bullpen is solid too, highlighted by closer Greg McMichael, who's second in the American League with 17 saves. Hopefully we won't see him today. We've got a battle of lefties today. Andy Carter goes up against Chris Roberts, former Mets first-round pick in real life. He's got an 86 ERA plus to go with a 24-47 career record. The left-handed opposing starter means Ramon Hernandez starts at catcher instead of Tyler Houston. Demond Smith starts in left field instead of Tony Dermendziev, and Brian Banks will start at first base instead of Kevin Witt. We're also going to give Jason Maxwell a day off at second base. Holbert Cabrera has a better glove and starts in support of our ground ball pitcher. Time to play. All right, here goes. We got a good infield defense configuration today. A lot of our better bats are out of the lineups, though. Diving catch by Demond Smith. And that's hit deep, and it's over the left fielder's head. Saw that one coming. That was Richard Hidalgo scoring Jody Reed. Second walk for Carter, making a mess of this first inning. Outfielders helped him out. So we are up in the top of the first. Number 91, Rafael Furcal. Grounds out, and a tough time has continued for him. Chris Roberts has the hill for the Indians. Not a career to be terribly proud of. Easy work of us in the first inning, though. All right, Carter's got to get it together here. There's his first strikeout of the game. Geronimo Baroa. Phil Hyatt's on base. And thankfully he did not walk Juan Bell. Gets the force out. Here's Brian Hunter, who is a demon for us. Against us, I should say. 92 and 93. Another strikeout for Carter. Get out of that one. He's been in a lot of trouble so far. Ryan Banks continues to do well for us in a reserve role. He's on base to lead off the second. Junior Felix can't. Not as much to be expected of him against lefties, and Banks is thrown out stealing. So we've been easy outs so far. Hopefully we can get Carter into a little bit of a rhythm. He's been pitching better lately. But all sorts of trouble so far this game. Alright, so we got the ground out there. Got to get this man retired. And we don't. Johnny Estrada smacks it into the corner. 2-0. Carter doesn't look good at all. Alright, so it's 2-0 Indians. Honestly, it could be a lot worse. So we've got the leadoff man again, Darryl Ratliff, with a rare hit as of late. He's been really struggling. Ramon Hernandez is just killing us. He doesn't play much. I don't let him. When he does, he's automatic outmaker. Okay, that's better from Carter. Got another strikeout. He's already got 67 pitches. But we're going to get a 1-2-3 inning, I think. Sure do. Back to the top. Alright, here's Furcal. Leadoff man on for the third inning in a row. Can we do something with it this time? Maybe. Demond Smith, back-to-back hits. We're in business. And make it 3 in a row. Kevin Millar is going to drive in for a call. It's what this team does. We just kind of get rallies out of nowhere, and we are loaded with nobody out. Come on, Junior. Get another hit. And we got ourselves 3-2 lead. We are the kings of the rally. Ore flies out deep to center, does move the runner over, so hopefully Ratliff can get him in at least. Oh, he does, and he's on base as well. Cirillo makes an error over there at third. And we're thinking about it. Ramon Hernandez is going to make another out. It is up to Holbert Cabrera, and even he smacks in a base hit. Actually, a double, a triple. Into the gap. Actually, it's a double. He moved to third on the throw, so it's a 6-run inning for our Blue Jays. And that's really what we've been all about. These big innings, not a lot of home runs. Now can Carter manage the lead here. Lines out to Ore at third. Hidalgo gets a hold of it, but we've got that in right. And another fly ball out for Grissom. Suddenly Carter's outing looking a little better, especially when you've got the lead. This team is crazy. How do we win? It's still just hard to figure. A lot of just rallies. Just everyone getting hits at the same time, it seems. Felix is over 3, I think. Actually, no, he got a walk. Estrada make that his second hit. And that's a error by Furcal. So first 2 men on. There's nobody out. We've got that one off of Phil Hyatt. Strikes out 1 Bell. Can we get Brian Hunter? No, they're loaded for Jody Reed, who's hot at the moment. Not hot enough. We got him. So that'll do it for Carter, I imagine. He ends up with a pretty nice line in terms of 6 innings, 2 runs. It was pretty scary there for the first couple innings. All right, Ore and Ratliff are retired. So is Hernandez. Is hitting 115 now. Actually, Andy Carter does come back out. And that'll do it now. Joaquin Benoit in the game. Bullpen's been pretty great. Benoit gets Hidalgo. I know we couldn't see it. And Grissom. So we have a nice 4-run lead going into the 7th. Are we going to pull off another win? It sure is looking pretty good. Nothing doing that inning. 1, 2, 3. 6 runs on 8 hits for us. The Indians have nearly matched us. They probably have more base runners than us, but we have the run column, which is most important. And Benoit's just mowing down Indians. We are looking good going into the 9th. Millar's 2 for 4, hopefully breaking out of that little slump he's in. Still see the snowflake next to his name. Banks 3 for 3. I believe he's got a walk as well. He's been great for us. Felix has an infield single. We're taking care of business today. Double play, but we'll get another run out of it. And Ratliff will fly out to center, and I imagine Benoit will just stay out there. He does. He's got Juan Bell. 2 perfect innings so far. And I had to speak up. Brian Hunter's on. Jeff Kabenka is going to come in and mop up just the new call-up. Due to that Trissler injury, he's got the 2nd out. And can we get Cirillo? Got an easy win for our boys. Another long rally in the 4th inning propels us to an easy win. Brian Banks was unstoppable today, reaching base all 4 plate appearances and scoring twice. Rough day for Jeff Cirillo, 0 for 5 in the fielding error that led to 3 unearned runs. Andy Carter really settled in during the middle innings and earns his 6th win of the season. Benoit and Kabenka cleaned up nicely and gave our top bullpen arms the night off. We're now just 1 half game behind Boston. They fell 5-4 to Baltimore. Three's wild for Damian Easley. 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 RBI for the Yankees in their 3rd straight win over the Devil Rays. And Corey Powell hit his Major League leading 26th home run for the Royals in their 4-3 win. They keep pace with the White Sox. Kevin Belcher drove in 5 runs for the Phillies. They win the Battle of Pennsylvania 7-5 over the Pirates. The Astros sweep a doubleheader against the Cardinals. Greg Jeffries collected hits in both games, extending his hit streak to 31. He's hitting .376 on the season now. Todd Zeile hit a walk-off double to beat the second-place Padres, extending their division lead to 16.5 games. And finally, Ivan Cruz hit 2 homers in the Diamondbacks' win against the Reds. There are your standings. It's crazy to think that we're holding a playoff spot this deep into the season. The White Sox also still hold one. They haven't been to the postseason since 1982, which is the first year of this save. We've got great races across the AL. Anything can happen here. The National League is a lot more settled. The Dodgers have the big lead, and I'd expect the Pirates to extend theirs over the next month. The NL Central looks exciting, and I'd expect 2 teams to come from that division. And we'll see which teams make moves at the trade deadline. Speaking of trades, there's 2 decent players on the trade block, so let's check them out. The Indians have their closer Greg McMichael on the block, which is surprising when they're only 4 games out of the wild card. But unfortunately for me, right now their asking price is a bit high. Hazlitt and Lowell are expendable pieces, but not really something I want to deal for a rental reliever. Giants 34-year-old catcher Tom Prince is the other big name. He's having a really good season so far behind the plate. Ramon Hernandez isn't hitting at all, so he'd be a nice upgrade against lefties. But their asking price is also a bit high. I could certainly entertain Darryl Ratliff at face value, but I don't have an adequate replacement in center field, so we'll hold tight on both of these options. If we keep winning, then I suppose I might actually enter buying territory here. So now let's check on our subscriber coaches. Will Catan's season with the Gulf Coast Braves is about to begin, so nothing to report there. Key is the hitting coach for the Savannah Sand Gnats. They're just 3.5 games out of first in the Sally League South. He's helping out former real-life twin Alex Prieto right now. Ben Atkinson has the Erie Seawolves over 500 in the Eastern League. Problem is they're 16.5 games behind Akron. There's still plenty of work to do to develop MLB number 79 prospect Jeff Bailey, closer Scott Sullivan, and center fielder Mike O'Keefe. Thanks for watching. My next YouTube video will be at the trade deadline, and I'm on Twitch Saturday mornings if you want to hang out live. Also, please like and subscribe the video if you're enjoying this, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.